Hi, it's Marina J. Long after we have left these narcissistic relationships, we might still be entertaining energy vampires. An energy vampire is anybody or anything that is literally sucking your energy away. So after you leave the interaction, they feel better and you feel worse. There's an energy exchange, and your energy has been spent on them, and they've just taken it in, and they've also drained you due to the way that they've been in that interaction. So what we often find is the narcissist is no longer there, but because it got normalized that relationships are tiring and it takes effort for there's almost like that subconscious belief that I'm too tired to see you, I don't have time to see my friends. If you're already kind of scrunching up your face thinking, it's going to be a lot, you are already with the wrong people. People should be able to self-generate their energy, right? The opposite of a vampire. An energetic vampire is going to take the energy from you because they're not healthy. They're not able to self-generate. You and me, we self-generate. But here's the rug. We've got to learn where to spend that energy. So we're not just giving it out to energy vampires. We're actually allowing ourselves to keep our energy and to notice when it drains away. So what is draining your energy right now? That could be your business. That could be your approach to your life, the way you're thinking. That could be a certain person. That could be a group of people, right? Like a work environment, your family. It might be the gym you go to. It might be a group of people that you are choosing to spend your time with. Anything can be vampiric. Vampiric is it's going to take, but it's not going to give back. You don't need to be in those situations and keep trying. If you're walking away tired after an interaction, that is your first sign that it was not an equal exchange of energy. Now, maybe that's because you were overgiving. Maybe that's because you were overhelping. Maybe that's because you were blocked off from receiving, right? Doesn't mean that they're an energy vampire. But more than likely, if you've had narc abuse, you are still saying yes to people that don't have capacity to help you or can't help you or don't want to help you, right? They're unable to. We're still choosing people that can't give back because that's kind of what we're used to. And then we wonder why we're doing life on our own. We wonder why we don't get as far in our dreams. Well, it's hard to when we're not fully supported, right? Because you're doing everything on your own. It's just going to be slower. It just is. It's so much faster when we actually collaborate, and it's so much nicer. So again, never beat yourself up if this is you, but recognizing it is such a huge step so that you really flourish after narcissistic abuse, because you've been built to thrive. You've been built to flourish, right? Look at you, you're gorgeous. But look at where you're spending your energy. Are you still saying yes to toxic people? Are you still saying yes to people where you are walking on eggshells around them? You feel a bit weird. You don't really feel like yourself. You feel like you're kind of out of your body. You feel like you say yes when you mean no. You don't feel safe to say no. These are not your people. These are not your people. For someone like you, you will know immediately when you feel emotionally safe with somebody. And growing your trust to say no will come with time. But you will know that that person is a safe space for you. You'll just feel it. And you'll know that a lot of the nerves are to do with your past stuff. We don't need to be around people that are in our world for them. They're not in our world for us. They're in our world for them. There's a huge difference. When you feel that and you know that they're not invested in your well-being, frankly, they couldn't care less, then you can go, okay, that's an energy vampire, because they're just here for the energy they're going to get. They're just here for the help they're going to get, the support they're going to get, the love they're going to get, the light they're going to get, my energy, whatever it is. But they're not here for me. They're not here to see how I am. They're not here to have fun with me. They're not here to enjoy something with me, because they're here to get. It's a very, very different energy. And when you think about you, most people after narc abuse don't go to people to get, very rarely, right? And I'm talking about relationships. I'm not talking about when you're going to see a therapist, or you're going to see, you know, a massage therapist, and you're going to get a massage. I'm not talking about that. But noticing for yourself, whether is somebody here for me, or are they here for them? That is a really powerful question, because sometimes we can't put our finger on it, right? But we know because it doesn't feel right. So you don't need to entertain anybody that is just there for themselves, right? I'm not talking about somebody that's having a tough time suddenly and they are only talking about themselves, or not talking about crisis, but I'm talking about long-term relationships where you start talking and they've already lost interest. You can feel they've already fallen away, right? No. No. We've got to get really good at weeding out the people that are not for us, and trust that when we do that, we leave room for the right ones to come in. But the first stage is recognizing it. Oh, you're not here for me. You're here for you. Got it. Okay, I'm going to start to create some distance. And if you come sniffing around and you ask me for help and blah, 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 but it's always about you, I'm going to start having a boundary. I'm going to start having a really clear boundary and say a very lovely no, thank you. I hope this really supports you. If you would like more support to really flourish after narcissistic abuse, I have some free training below, using pleasure to really thrive after narcissistic abuse, right? So you can heal without going back into the trauma, without going back into the overwhelm, and without you doing it on your own. There's free training. It's available immediately, and the link is below. I hope this really helps you, because we're not doing the vampiric energy anymore. This is us working our way out of unsustainable relationships, right? Unsustainable relationships. You cannot be the point of call for somebody constantly. That is not a healthy relationship. That person needs to learn how to self-generate. So when they see you, they're not just, they can also give as well, because a relationship is a two-way street. And when it isn't, it just isn't going to feel right. Trust that. Oh, my love.